What about Diogo Moreira? Third in Moto2 championship right now. Obviously, coming up while Brazil is going to get back onto the calendar, that's going to be huge for them. It can't certainly go worse than what Samkat Chantra has experienced before he shredded up his knee.
Look, man, he's good. It's hard not to be cynical about Diogo only because I watch on TNT Sports and the amount of times they beat the drum of he's Brazilian, it's good for Dorna, it's good for Liberty Media, it's good for the championship. It's sailing pretty close to xenophobic winds. The sport has got it into its head that unless you're a Pedro Acosta level prospect, being Spanish now goes against you because there are now 14 Spanish or Italian riders on this grid. And that's not how this should be. Now, I'm not delusional. I know it's never truly been like that. And look, Diego Moreira is good enough to warrant a MotoGP seat, regardless of what's written on his passport. The talent is clearly there. Like, if anyone's been watching him in Moto2 for the last year, he's a fantastic prospect. The problem is, so is Manu Gonzalez. But he has always felt like the backup option because he's a year 4 Moto2 guy, despite only being 22 years old, because he came from World Supersport 300, and the fact he's Spanish. And because he's Spanish, that means he's nothing special. But if Manu Gonzalez was doing this right now, and he was, say, Colombian, we'd have been all over him.
Oh, and
22-year-old.
if Manuel Gonzalez was British right now, I was about to say your point about like them beating the drum is just like Dorna would love to have this guy. Like they weren't trying to make like a push to have an American rider and British rider on the grid.
Some TNT Sports, for those who don't know, put together an entire 3-part documentary series on Jake Dixon, hoping that would be enough to convince someone to give him a MotoGP seat because he's a cool story. And he is a cool story. You know, there's some genuine warmth and feel-good nature to Dixon. Dixon himself has never been the problem. It's been the fact that he gets so much glaze from the home broadcast that it feels insincere. Joe Roberts was the same problem. This is like his 8th season in Moto2.
He could have been on a really shitty Aprilia like 5 years ago, and he said, no, senor.
And he was glossed over for the MotoGP seat, despite the fact that TNT kept pushing it down our throats week on week that the series needed an American because of Trackhouse. I felt bad for Joe because he had an unfair amount of pressure put on him.
They want an American rider because of Trackhouse. We want an American rider, me and Cam, because we just need to feel something at a time where Nicky Hayden and Ben Speeds are no longer going to walk through that door.